Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Best Damn Roast Battle Podcast, period. My name's Chris Paw. I'm here with Jeremy Shear,
That's me.
who is letting people know we're live. Live.
Making my best attempt to.
While you're doing that, what do we do here? We have, I don't know if the same people that check this out on YouTube are aware of all the social media stuff where they can get all the video clips of battles and stuff like that. But we post on Instagram and TikTok battles pretty regularly. And then, the rest of this channel, obviously. We just had just posted a live show, the full show from June 13th. So 12th or 13th. It's the last one we posted. It was a good show. I was not there, but I saw the video, and there were some pretty good battles in there. So if you want to check that out, anything you do to like and subscribe, all that kind of stuff does help. So yeah, help us out if you're enjoying any of this this nonsense we do here. We also just posted all of our old we had a podcast that ran from 2016, 2017 to 2022. We just just figured out how to post all those like kind of archived on this channel. I clicked on the first episode and listened back, and they're tough. So just to be honest, some of those early ones are pretty tough. Just the audio's really bad, and we were just kind of figured out how to podcast. Even though we'd both been doing that in radio for a while at that point already, it was I don't know, it was the late 20-teens. It was it was a weird time to navigate, I guess.
Yeah, well, it was like every other audio project that I had been doing, I had somebody else produce, and this one, it was we had to learn how to do it.
Yeah, we were mostly it was just figuring out, like, we just had a roving makeshift studio that we were just trying to do it in different places.
Yeah.
Our old co-host Ryan DePerna's second had an office room at his place that we ended up using for a while, but we still, even though we had somewhere, we kind of ended up bouncing around a lot. We had tried doing it in the at some of the venues before the roast battle shows, and stuff like that. But
we also did we did a couple at your apartment too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, there was some recording at my old place, and some of them we just felt because we didn't know what we were doing and are still figuring out some of it. You could argue. We just had I don't know. Some of them I just recorded literally on my phone and uploaded straight to Podbean or Audio Boom or whatever it was at the time. However, if you can hang with the audio, I think there's a lot of funny stuff in many of those. At least one in every episode. There's at least a few minutes that's comedy gold.
Yeah. We had some fun moments throughout the history of that podcast. The Pussy Works song, which the woman that was about recently just passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't explain that. Go find that episode. Does it work?
Does it work?
That's what we called it.
We had an episode where we tore down somebody's entire stand-up set because they were being a little bitch online.
Oh man, when people say that we're mean now, we straight up just played his entire stand-up set and just broke down all of the awfulness of it for over an hour.
Yeah.
to the point that like he tweeted us and was like, "I can't even argue."
Yeah.
He's like,
You guys are right.
he doesn't do a lot of stand up anymore, does he?
No, I don't think so. But
I doubt that had anything to do with us. He had terrible friends too.
yeah.
Terrible taste in people overall. Yeah, there were just a lot of episodes that were just us taking out having issue with local comics, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't do that anymore because it's just, I don't know. It got really annoying, and also the scene is so good here now that it's like everybody's in their lanes, like in a good way, like doing their thing, and just everybody's just running fun shows and stuff, and
there's room here for everybody to eat. People think that Cleveland's a small city, but
yeah,
you know, there's lots of room. Like even people that like we don't fuck with, they have their own thing going on, and there's room for that, and they're off doing their own thing, and it's fine. So it's like there's no point in trashing people that are just trying to do their own thing.
I would say we used to do it a lot, but it's not something that I don't know. I think people probably think I still do it, but I'm really there's just a lot of times where I'll bitch about something specific, and it's just something I've seen over and over for 13 years of doing local comedy, and so it's a pattern, and then if you happen to fall into it, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hit you directly. It's just it is what it is.
We're mad about the thing and not necessarily the person doing the thing.
Yeah, I don't think I hate anybody here at all. That have in the past, but
yeah,
none of those people made. That's the other part, is after years of having an attitude like that, you finally, like, it's exhausting, and it also you just realize that the people that really you find really upsetting never end up sticking around anyways. Like, they're miserable, and they find comedy for a while, and then they're still miserable, and then they go find something else and make that miserable.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, anyways, nothing but love for Cleveland these days.
Yeah. Things are going great.
I have my my quibbles, but that's usually just I'm in a mood for half an hour one day, and I post. I posted I'm in a good mood too, though.
Well, Chris Paw is a poster. Chris Paw posts through everything.
I have a posting addiction and a food addiction, and they've both been
annoying to me.
Annoying lately, yes. The food thing is more recent, but
you'll get over it.
Yeah, well, this the joke I've been doing is like I'm glad it's good that it's food, because otherwise it would be like some drug or whatever. I'm trying to play by the YouTube rules, so I don't want to say things I would have to bleep if you're supposed to say unalive.
We're not allowed to talk about specific drugs.
Yeah.
Can't say the P word.
If I weren't overeating, I would probably unalive myself with rabbit fur.
Well, we're all happy that you've chosen food instead of substances.
Yeah, well, we'll see how long it lasts.
Well, it's very important that you get a big old dumper, because you're being groomed to be the replacement.
That is not. Don't talk about my real job.
All right.
At the pet store. I don't work at a pet store. I move dead people at my real job. That's all. That's really all I can say about it. I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you can hear more about it in Youngstown next month. Check Chris Paw's social.
Yeah, I do talk about stuff, but in a carefully, like, I'm a little stoned right now, and I don't want to...
it is more curated.
I don't want to F up. You know. Hey, Hulk Hogan's dead.
Yay!
Finally. We've all been waiting.
Just to be clear, I don't only hate him because of recent actions and his racism. I have hated him since I was a kid because Hulk Hogan ruined wrestling. He was the one that made it so in order to be a main event guy, you had to be overly muscled to the point of, being just a goddamn walking advertisement for steroids. Yes, he stole Billy Graham's entire act, but Hogan was the one that was front and center when the WWE went national. So it's his fault. Main event matches in WWF sucked until he left. And when I was a kid, people would call me Earthquake and Yokozuna, and I wasn't even mad about it because they crushed Hulk Hogan.
Why do you have the gay version of his haircut then?
Well, because I fight for the rights of every man.
I was probably a Hulkamaniac in the 80s as a kid. I don't think I analyzed wrestling in that way. I'm sure I was just, there were bright colors and stuff like that. One of my only early weird childhood memories is I don't remember anything else about the day other than being in the bleachers and looking down and seeing Junkyard Dog and Hulk Hogan wrestle. It was something my dad took me to here in Cleveland in the mid 80s at some point.
That's pretty awesome.
That is my earliest memory of Hulk Hogan, which is why when he turned into such a piece of shit, or it was revealed that he was such a piece of shit, is why it feels so betraying. It's he represents everything about boomers that's a betrayal to millennials, I think.
Well, it's also he was a notorious liar. If you're still on X, I recommend checking out Alan Cheapshot, who has an entire thread of Hulk Hogan's public lies about his life and wrestling over the past 40 years, and it is a read.
To me, Hogan is he's would you say he's a boomer, or would people argue that he's Gen X?
No, he's definitely a boomer.
Yeah, 76,
70 something.
70 something. So Hogan to me is everything. He's all the things about boomers in one fell swoop that's awful that I think a lot of millennials resent, which is say your prayers, eat your vitamins, work hard, brother, and everything will be fine in the end. And then they destroyed the housing market, dropped a big ol' atomic leg drop on our futures, and do nothing but blame everyone else for it while maintaining their positions.
Yeah, all we had to do was work hard when we were kids. Well, you fucked that up for us.
Yeah, you screwed the pooch and kicked the can down the road.
Hogan actually has a wrestling version of that because Jesse the Body Ventura was trying to unionize wrestling in the mid 80s, and Hogan ended up snitching on that and getting it busted.
Yeah, he's the one that told Vince that that's a big in wrestling lore. That's a well-known thing.
Yeah. And it's not just we're not just making it up to hate the man. It's in court documents. Vince McMahon had to reveal that in court. So, it's
hey, come on, brother. Vince, brother. They're trying to start a union, brother. Or to drop an elbow on that union.
Jesse, you're fired.
that's gonna work for me, brother. No, he's like represent like that's the whole mentality, the old school mentality of like I worked hard and paid off, and now I'm gonna close the door behind me. He refused many times over the years. There's been stories about how he refused to put over new talent.
Yep.
And like was holding people back. After Andre the Giant, passed the torch to him, it took him 20 something years, and then when he just tried to pass it to The Rock, he couldn't let it go and stuck around and didn't really pass it the way that
that's not all his fault.
Andre the Giant passed it to him. The fan reaction it fueled the whole situation.
It's not Hulk Hogan's fault that Canada is racist. They're like, yeah, we're not cheering a black guy. Hogan. That's all.
I don't know about that.
Look.
I don't know what it was. People were excited to see Hogan at that point back in the red and yellow and in the WWE again, et cetera, and
they were excited for about 2 months.
And then they did it to The Rock again when he tried to come back with Cody Rhodes, but that's a whole other thing. I don't want to go off of the Hulk Hogan was a terrible tangent that we're on.
Yeah.
Into a whole like general wrestling thing. Let's laser focus.
Let's laser focus on the man that ruined internet journalism for generations because he was upset that his sex tape got leaked.
Yeah, it really was. What was that company?
Gawker.
Yeah. Early internet journalism, like before. I know people consider these like liberal rags at this point, but like the early Huffington Post and Gawker and a couple of those, like they had TMZ like celebrity news tendencies, like the leak of the Hogan sex tape, and I think there were multiple things they released like that were like that. Because it was the early days of the internet, like the litigation of stuff was all new. And Hogan, and I think probably other people helped pay for that too, like his, legal defense for that.
Yeah, Peter Thiel actually funded the lawsuit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. So he really, like, it screwed internet journalism for a long time because the right that you need to do that to a Hulk Hogan, you also need that same right or that same exercise or tool legally to do it. If there's a senator or a president or somebody that has that's hiding a horrible thing from everyone.
Yeah, it basically said that that particular tape is not of the public interest, is what that court case ended up saying. So now, like, when was the last time that you can think of a celebrity sex tape getting leaked?
Hunter Biden. I say that because obviously the leanings of this stuff is those are the only people that will do it now because of a combination of things, but one of them being this Hogan, legally, and then also there's a lot of things that are like fringe liberal ideas that I think are didn't originate with liberals, but they kind of jumped onto where like it's very shameful now to like releasing Hogan's sex tape. Anybody's sex tape now would be like an unspeakable act in liberal circles, and like in the revenge porn world and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's too much crossover I don't know. I sound like an asshole comparing these things, but Gawker also, they don't think it was the sex part of the tape that they released. It was the preamble where he dropped an N-bomb and had a whole racist discussion about how he doesn't hate them. He just wouldn't want his daughter with any of them.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And then his apology to the WWE locker room was, "Hey, brother, don't get caught, brother." And the black people in the locker room were like, that was not an apology, and it didn't matter. There he was back. You can take solace in the fact that Hulk Hogan's last public appearance to the WWE was him coming out with Jimmy Hart to plug his new beer, and they booed him out of the building.
Yes. Imagine, I feel bad for Jimmy Hart.
I don't.
No?
You hitch your wagon to that, you get what you get.
Well, fair enough. It is interesting. So I just recently watched this whole episode's a wrestling episode now, which I don't. Maybe there's not that much.
It's just going to be this week. I mean, Hogan died.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the next big wrestler?
Well, also, I don't think there's that big of a deficit between wrestling fans and roast battle fans.
You
know,
could have fooled
probably
me.
Quite a bit of overlap. Anywho, I just recently watched Sting's retirement match, or his last one in WWE, right? Or his only with Triple H, and they had the big NWO versus DX moment and stuff like that, and it was okay, but was Sting's his final match was with Ric Flair, right?
No.
Is that what they did?
No, Ric Flair was accompanying him to the ring during his last few months, but his last match was a tag match with Darby Allin as his partner against the Young Bucks, and Sting ended up winning, which is rare for a final match. Generally, you go out on your back, but that's
really
not what happened with Sting. And the reviews of that match have been overwhelmingly positive. But
so
they really did their best to not only hide his weaknesses, being that he is in his 60s, but he also did some pretty crazy shit.
Well, those guys, I mean, Ric Flair, I also recently saw Ric Flair and Mick Foley's later in life hardcore cage match, and it's pretty good. It's not, 90s Mick Foley, but, who was, nobody else was either, ever.
No.
Anyways, my point is I've watched recently a whole bunch of these, people kind of going, and, with Ozzy going out the way he did just yesterday.
Yeah.
Where, he had his farewell show, he killed it, everybody loved it, and then within a week he drops dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Hogan's final appearance to be him getting booed out, brother, that's pretty crazy.
Love it.
Just when you think about the amount of times that people know it's their last appearance in something, or that they're getting their, that doesn't happen that often. They always end up coming back too many times for it to matter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Working in death and stuff, there's a lot of times I think a lot about how Sting and Ric Flair they would always be the first match of a new thing, or the last match of a thing, and just people being there 50 years apart from the first time they did something, and coming back to it, and all of that to say that is hilariously bad for Hogan's mental health, as he had to have been terrible to maybe he didn't know that was going to be his last appearance, but I don't see a whole lot of people that die after a big event. People are usually just in the middle of doing dishes, or going to the shitter in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, that got really existential. What was his last match?
His last match was, I think, in the UK, and it was for TNA. And
was it
was
meant to be his
man.
last match?
No, it was just like after that he was done, and it wasn't even televised, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, because this was during the period of his career where he and Eric Bischoff came in to run TNA, and they made it worse because, of course, they did. Now he and Erica Bischoff are starting a freestyle wrestling promotion with this first show in Cleveland next month.
Who and Eric Bischoff?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
Which I guess not anymore. Chris Clem said that Bischoff is going to hit me up to replace him because we have the same hairline.
Well, that's interesting. That's crazy.
Well, you know something, brother. You know how wrestling is kind of gay? Well, you want to see the gayest form of wrestling in the world, dude? It's freestyle wrestling.
Hogan, brother. Yep, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Live to 60, 71, 76.
All the sheer maniacs know, sit on your ass, hail Satan, drink your energy drinks, brother.
R.I.P. Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, boys. Iron Sheik was great.
Hulk Hogan, pedophile. He, that Jabroni, he really hated him.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's the saddest part of Hogan dying to me is that there won't be as many reasons for the Iron Sheik's name to come up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think...
Because I would use... Every time Hogan's been in the news in the last 15 years, I go check on the Iron Sheik to see what he has until he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
And his headstones probably says, fuck that jabroni, Hulk Hogan. Man, it's like... It makes you wish there was an afterlife.
Yeah. At the very least, because Macho Man will finally get to take another swing at him.
Yeah, in a camel clutch for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. Yeah. All right. Are we good on? Do we have any more thoughts on Hogan dying?
No, I was just bringing up the battles for...
I was on the Epstein list, brother.
What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan and 54 naked kids run wild on you?
I traded Brooke to Trump for a new do-rag and 2 cans of Red Bull back in 2012.
Brother, if there's one thing Trump loves, it's fucking daughters.
Oh, man.
And he's orange, not black.
There's plenty of other things that you can hate Hulk Hogan for. If you go look for Jim Cornette's podcast, he loves to detail and archive all of Hulk Hogan's lies and exaggerations and just straight up frauds. So I don't know. I remember the cartoon and everything, but yeah, Hogan's gone.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Ozzy.
R.I.P. Chuck Mangione too.
Who was that?
Chuck Mangione was a jazz musician, probably most famous as he was on King of the Hill. He was playing when the Megalomart caught fire because of the propane explosion.
I don't remember the show in that much detail.
Okay. Well, it ended up killing Buckley, who was Luann's boyfriend. So Chuck Mangione was a big part of that whole arc.
I see.
Yeah.
I do remember Buckley being dead. She thought there was an angel.
Yeah.
For a minute there, and then she also died. Much sadder than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
We have 2 shows this weekend.
We do.
As we do a roast battle Cleveland takeover of Funny Farm's late show on Friday with for the King of the Castle. We're paneling the heckle mic. It'll be Jeremy, myself, Evelyn Troutman from Chicago, and Chris Scriva and Julian Atwater, who are the regular hosts over there.
Josh Rittenauer.
Josh Rittenauer will be there too.
Mm-hmm.
Big panel. Some of us bigger than others.
Yeah. Half the panel can eat the other half of the panel and not gain any weight.
So that's late Friday night, 10 o'clock at the Funny Farm. That's a fun time.
Yeah, we had a blast last time we went.
The thing we are supposed to talk about here on this podcast, we have a roast battle Saturday night in Youngstown, Niles, Ohio, Youngstown area.
At the Funny Farm.
At the Funny Farm Comedy Club. It's our first one down there. So we're excited to try it out in that room and see how Youngstown likes roast battle.
Yeah. We've done a couple of roast battles out in Youngstown that were run by Shane Herman at this little brewery.
Well, like we individually,
yeah. But we as Roast Battle Cleveland, like we didn't produce anything out there. We have participated.
Yeah.
That's where I got to battle Jason Moliterno.
Theirs was called. What was it called?
Oh, I don't remember.
They had a something combat.
Like verbal combat.
Insult combat, or
I think it was verbal combat.
I think that was somebody else's. No, verbal violence.
Verbal violence was somebody else's.
This was Moses' podcast at the beginning or something like that.
At any rate, Shane Herman, if you're listening, or any of the other Youngstown Comedy Syndicate OGs, let us know what it was called, because I don't feel like looking for it right now.
I think verbal combat. Also, yeah, we're not discounting that happened.
Yeah.
It was the first one we've produced in the area.
Mm-hmm. So we've got the lineup right here.
All right.
From Pittsburgh.
This is a Pittsburgh heavy show.
Yeah, well, it's for those of you unfamiliar with the geography, Youngstown is kind of the midway point between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So it makes sense that there are Pittsburgh people on it. Zach Marmolejo, or Marmolejo, I haven't met him. Versus Lydia Henninger, who battled at the Funny Stop.
Oh,
once.
yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Andy Beebe, who we met at the last King of the Castle.
Yes, we did.
Versus Nick Doyle, who battled Lydia last time. We have Adam Schrader versus Julian Atwater. Julian, one of the co-producers of King of the Castle. So that'll be fun. And we have who's our other Pittsburghers? We have Joe Ferrero.
Joe had a really good battle with Chris Scriva at the Rubber City Festival.
Yeah, well, he is battling from Akron, Bob McClure. And then speaking of Chris Scriva will be taking on Pope.
Oh, nice.
This is going to be like the one that I'm looking the most forward to, I think.
Yes, that'll be a good one.
And then for both from Cleveland, we have Justin Palco versus Brandon Petrie, which I think has potential to steal the show, especially how both of them have been killing it lately. And then our main event, we have Chris Paw.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah. He's, some say he's handsome. Versus Evelyn Troutman, former Chicago champ and current regular on the panel there. So, yeah. 7 battles. Our panel includes Kyle Honhorst, John Brown, and Dave Herron. And I will see who else.
Classic fat panel.
Yep.
Classic fat Cleveland panel.
So they, I'm sure that they're looking for a fourth person to be not as fat. But we will see on Saturday.
They need a skinny person make them look a bit funnier.
Mm.
To complete the Russian nesting doll effect that we always end up with. So much so, I've heard that joke maybe 5 to 10 times in Cleveland, and it's always funny. And it's not, nobody's copying anyone. It's just, it's sitting right there.
No, the only joke that gets copied is when everybody makes the Dave Herron is the Kool-Aid Man joke.
Yeah, I don't know. Should we explain that or leave it?
Leave it as is.
There's we have running stuff. If you watch all the shows, it'll pay off.
Yeah.
The live actual roast battle shows.
Mm.
So that's those 2 shows this weekend. That is what we're here for this week.
Yeah. And if you're close to home, here in Cleveland, Tabitha Jones and Dylan House are hosting Sketch Battle at Imposters on Saturday with 2 Cleveland groups and 1 Columbus group. So
2 Cleveland Cole.
Yeah, we got Post-Industrial Cactus Parts and Boy Genius 2 and Hot People Near You from Columbus, who we know a lot of those people and we like them. So,
ooh, check them out. Check everybody out. Go do everything. Buy all the tickets.
Buy all the tickets. There's a ton of shows going on everywhere. Just go see a goddamn show.
I may be going to see Lil Wayne in it. I don't know, but I was asked, but I don't know what the follow through. But I do have tickets to a rapper called Proof.
Oh, okay.
So it just is funny to me that I may end up at 2 rap concerts in the same summer, same 5-6 week span.
At some point, I gotta go see Bags Bogatti. He's a local guy, but we had him on the Hate Flow, and he was a good guest. So.
You also ported over on Jeremy's channel.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast him and Jordan El Hordano Diablo have done off and on for a long time. All those are over on Jeremy's channel, and it's such a fun podcast. The premise, what do you tell them?
We invite a guest on, and they bring a specific person, place, thing, or concept that they hate, and we spend the hour talking with them about why they hate it. And sometimes they learn something about themselves. Sometimes we learn something about ourselves. Sometimes it's just funny. Sometimes people get mad. It's a fun show. Chris came on and hated fandoms. Tabitha hated the band Foreigner.
We should. You're gonna do a new round of these, correct?
Until the ink is dry. Let's not talk about that yet. But I would. I still own the IP to that, so I would like to restart it. But we will see. El Hordano Diablo has to be ready, and once he is ready, and if you are a entertaining person in the Cleveland area, we will be hitting you up. But it's not going to be at least till the fall if we do anything, because it is fucking hot in here.
We have a we have a roast battle show booked for October 31st. We have a Halloween roast battle show. I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet. It may end up being a character roast. It is the very last day of the season. So I don't remember how it works out. We may be able to submit something from it, but it's kind of be moot at that point. It's like the very end of the season.
We will see.
Yeah, if we're like 2 or 3 points from beating, so maybe we'll try to do some. We'll submit something. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to have a Halloween show. Anyways, you mentioned fall.
All right, we got people here. We got to wrap up.
All right, yeah, that's it. So check out those shows. Do rblcleveland.com or roastbattlecleveland.com to find ticket links for everything. And